Good afternoon, everybody. This is Oshanis, and I'm coming at you again with a story, this time out of New York City. So, the New York Democratic Mayoral Primaries is about to take place, and, as usual, it's a race to the bottom. It is a close competition between disgraced former Governor Andrew Cuomo and recently naturalized citizen Zohran Mamdani. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. And I just have to say, really, New York Dems, these were the two best options you could give your voter base? The guy who resigned in disgrace, and someone who wasn't a US citizen a decade ago? You all are cooked. I have never seen such an embarrassment. However, we all know about Andrew Cuomo and how much he sucks. That he's even an option in the race at all is testament to how New York liberals are hypocritical. Remember, he got accused of sexual harassment, which caused him to resign from the governor's office, which gave us Kathy Hochul. In my view, he should have resigned over his mishandling of the COVID-19 pandemic, but whatever. It was Me Too which finally did him in, which makes me wonder why these liberals are supporting him at all. It's almost like Me Too was a partisan concoction meant to take out the conservatives while ignoring sex pests within the Democratic Party. But Cuomo's story is old news. The person that I'm going to focus on today is his main opponent, Zohran Mamdani. Now, who is Zohran Mamdani? Zohran Mamdani is an immigrant from Uganda who was born to Indian parents. I know that's quite confusing. His father was a professor, which is why they were living in Africa for so long, having also moved to Cape Town in South Africa. His family moved to New York City when he was 7 years old. Now, despite moving to New York City and living there at such a young age, Mamdani did not officially receive his citizenship until 2018. Why did he wait so long to apply? There isn't an official explanation, though his decision to become active in politics probably explains it. Keep in mind, Mamdani is 33 years old. He reached the age of 18 in 2010, meaning that for 8 years of his adult life he had no loyalty to the United States or residing in the United States. Then all of a sudden he decides to naturalize and become active in politics. Mamdani's views, of course, are on the left. He was active in the Democratic Socialists of America and has received endorsements from Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Bernie Sanders. Yet another foreigner espousing leftism, who could have guessed? It should be important to note that Mamdani has been in political office before. He is a member of the New York State Assembly from the 36th District, serving since 2021. This district includes Astoria and Long Island City in Queens. Now, as a member of the DSA, Mamdani has advocated for many leftist policies. I don't believe that all of the policies he supports are inherently bad. But as I have said many times, the left believes in numerous contradictions. For example, Mamdani believes in capping rent prices as well as universal pre-kindergarten. However, he also supports community-focused policing and other soft-handed approaches to crime. Now tell me, Mr. Mamdani, how is it that you expect these social programs to work and make people happier in the city when you are also getting the services meant to protect them? On top of that, how do you plan to keep these policies well-oiled when you accept mass migration into New York? I mean, of course he does. Like, the entire reason he's here in the first place is due to the mass migration in New York. Now, Mamdani, aside from all of that, is also a supporter of transgenderism. He supports expanding and protecting gender-affirming care in the city. And he has also said that he wants to transform New York City into an LGBTQ sanctuary city. Now, if I had not made my position clear numerous times in the past, I will state it again. I despise transgenderism. Transgenderism is a fantasy in which everyone is expected to play along with the delusion. Men cannot become women, and women cannot become men. I don't care if you hold based opinions on everything else. I have two red lines: immigration and transgenderism. If you support illegal immigration or the mutilation of men, women, and children, I will advocate against you. Full stop. Now, I have no hope that New York City will make a good decision in their mayoral election. However, there is an opportunity. Eric Adams, the guy who currently is in the mayorship is still running as an independent candidate. There is a chance that this will split the vote between Adams and whoever wins the Democratic primary. This could potentially provide the cover necessary for Curtis Sliwa, the Republican nominee, to become mayor. Sliwa, I think that's how you pronounce his name, I'm sorry if it's not. He, the leader of the Guardian Angels, lost against Adams in 2021. Now, if he plays his cards right and exploits the Democratic split, he could potentially win. Remember, Eric Adams got screwed over by his own party. His running as an independent and dragging down the Democratic ticket would be poetic justice to a city party that thinks they are invincible. Also, just because Adams has decided to declare war upon his own party, it doesn't make him desirable either. However, should Mamdani win the primary, if it was a choice between him and Adams, I would choose Adams. While I disagree with the politics of the place, New York City was for years the crown jewel of America. It can return to that position, but only after radical reforms are enacted. I am endorsing whoever is able to lower the criminal problem and get the mass migration under control. And currently, the only person that I can actually see doing this in New York is Curtis Sliwa, because his entire organization, the Guardian Angels, is meant to be a crime prevention organization. It's a no-brainer who I will support in this election, even though I don't think he's probably going to win, but I'm hoping he does. Now, there are many right-wing people living in the city who do not deserve to have a government that doesn't care about them. I would say that for every New Yorker, retake your city from international liberalism. The Democratic primary will take place tomorrow on Tuesday, June 24th, 2025. May the worst man win. Thank you for listening. This is Socialist. Please like and subscribe, and I will be back later with more commentary. Have a good night, everybody.